Can rune divination see the future? First of all, let's understand what exactly the runes are showing when you do runic divination. For this we must explore the topic known as the subtle reality, the subtle world or the subtle plane. The subtle plane can be simplified as the plane of existence where thoughts and emotions reside. It's the same as the astral plane. Through the term subtle plane unifies all of the subtle planes, those being the astral, etherical, mental, energetic, and so on. So basically it's the layer of reality where our thoughts reside, thoughts, emotions, beliefs, fears, fantasies, memories. So this is the subtle reality that magic deals with. We use divination to perceive it, and we use magical rituals to modify it. And why so? Because the subtle reality, subtle plane, it's a blueprint for physical reality, and everything that is in the subtle plane will sooner or later manifest in the physical world. That's exactly the meaning of the phrase "as above, so below." So the physical world, said simply, the physical world is a holographic projection of your soul. Your life, your reality is a holographic projection of your mind, of your soul, of your beliefs. And it is important to note that events in subtle plane don't exist as events. The subtle plane does not have space or time, so concrete things and events cannot exist there. Only energies, emotions exist in the subtle plane. So one energy can be manifested in different ways, so there is no definitive answer how an energy will manifest. That is why it is impossible to foresee future events with certainty. We can only see that a certain energy will manifest. How exactly it will happen, that is the creative expression of the universe. So what divination can tell you is what happens on the subtle plane today, right now, that you're asking the runes about. And what divination cannot tell you is what will happen in future with 100% certainty, because there is no certainty in the subtle world. It is constantly shifting, adjusting, based on the combined wills of all the beings in the universe. The combined wills, combined thoughts, combined emotions of all the beings and beliefs of all the beings in the universe. So that means that if you are asking about future events, the runes will show you the current situation. So, and based on that, you can assume that what is the most probable outcome, if there will be no influences on the situation. So if someone will interfere with the situation, the outcome might change. And something always interferes with everything, and it's always shifting and moving, and the outcomes are changing. So another question is, why do you believe the runes that you pull out? And you pulled out them yourself. How can you believe them? So are the runes pulled out randomly or not? Are you just pulling out random rules and trying to convince yourself to believe this random event? So what actually happens here? And what goes on is that all answers to all your questions already exist in your subconsciousness, or in the collective unconscious. Everything you saw in your life, everything you read, all the memories from your life, and also beyond that, all that exists in the subconsciousness. All information that ever was, is, and ever will be, all resides in this plane. You can also, there are different names for it. You can call it the Akashic records, or something like that, So a plane of existence where time and space does not make sense. So all that happens, it happens there at one time, immediately, and you can access all that information, either directly if you have the ability, or with rune divination or any other divination if you are capable of that. So when you pull the runes out of the rune bag, your subconsciousness knows where each rune is in the rune bag, and it directs your hand to pick the rune that will answer your question. It's like a feedback loop. You make your question on the conscious level, and then you allow your subconscious to answer through your hand. through directing your hand to choosing the right rune, or choosing the right tarot card, or for moving your hand with a pendulum and giving you the answer. But for this to work, you must not interfere with your mind with the process, because you ask a question and you say, oh, I think this card will be an answer, and you try to find this card, so you break the divination. It will not work then. You have to turn off your brain, turn off your conscious level, to let the subconscious act for your body. And this is achieved with a trance state of any kind.